Okay. You guys, let's do a sound check as you're entering the live stream. Thank you guys for smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you, Topaz. Okay, because there were some issues. It took me like a really long time to set it up. So I'm making sure that it's loud and clear before I either keep the live stream going or start another one. Because I had to start it over 4 times. There's an echo. There shouldn't be. Thank you, Mystic. Thank you, Topaz. Okay, let's get started. Because, oh, and thank you for the generous super chat. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. You read my life word for word accurately. You're truly followed your calling. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I just pulled out a little bit of charms, not like a ton, just because the the whole app was being really weird today. So I was like, I'm just not. Everything I tried to set up, I was like, what is going on? So we're just gonna jump in and go with it. Your what is the word? I kept hearing don't poke the bear, don't poke the bear. It's about to go down. Whatever you guys are going through right now, I know that it's not easy. You're trying to look at the bright side, you're trying to look at the light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever it is that you guys are going through personally, you are being represented as an eagle or a butterfly. You guys can choose which one. And whether you're the butterfly and you're constantly transforming, or you are the eagle, there is something always like pressuring you, making you feel like you need to be this racehorse, making you feel like you gotta like go, 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 go. There is an event that is about to take place, and it could be with a best friend or a loved one, but this could also be because of spell work, or this could be because it's actually like going down. You guys can use your intuition and figure out like, is this spell work? And this is my person or my friend? Or is it time? You feel me? You guys will know. You guys could be going through legal issues, crying over someone, butting heads, and this is because some of what you're changing is more painful than you thought it would be. Okay? Thank you, Empress, for being a member of a year. Thank you so much. Mesmerized. You thought through this next stage you might be mesmerized. Now, this message is going to be very specific. So if it is not your message, do not jam it up and make it fit. There are plenty of other messages. There are 1,500 other messages. You feel me? It's not easy being you. You're the realist, word for word. And it can rub people the wrong way. And as you're really trying to step into this version of yourself and coming out of the 3 of Swords, feeling like you're in the 8 of Swords, always dealing with the 7 of Swords and the F-boys and the mean girls and the Beckys and the thirsties and the opportunists and the dusties, you guys are changing your first house. You are changing how you identify, and you are changing the impressions, the first impression that you give off. And this change has been actually more painful than you thought it would be. So if anything, we'll try to gas you guys up and motivate you through this change, through this metamorphosis, whatever it is that you guys are going through. Try to keep your head on straight, because the way that these transits are moving through this week, You will want to go for the jugular. You will want to overindulge on things or in things that you normally wouldn't. And I kind of touched on that yesterday. You guys could be dealing with somebody in court or fighting with somebody in court. You guys could be getting lawyers involved. Some of you guys could be fighting for custody, getting divorced. You guys could be fighting for an inheritance, dealing with some type of legal issue. That's going to be for some of you. Then there's others of you that are changing how you are in business. And whatever you normally like to perfect or control, you are learning different skills and you are becoming more disciplined. But just as you are becoming disciplined in a new way of living and thriving, you got like pulled by the reins to look at something else, to mend, repair, and reset something else. And it feels aggressive. It's blind. It could be blindsiding you guys. And now you're looking for a sign, but you're being told that you have to wait for said sign. Whatever this sign is, you are being told that you have to wait. If you are waiting for legal advice, if you are waiting for the right attorney, if you are waiting for a doctor's note or a doctor's excuse, if you are waiting to put in your resignation, whatever it is that you guys are waiting for, you're dealing with communication problems. There's a breakdown in communication, and we've been talking the last 7 to 9 days about you speaking up on social media, speaking up online, speaking up in your 9 to 5, speaking up in your business, and it's going to create some waves. It's going to ruffle some feathers because, again, there is a part of a 3 of Swords that you recently healed from. Laura, welcome to VIP. Thank you, Empress, for your donation. You guys are seeing that certain things are just too toxic. Let's say it's a job, and the job brings on a bunch of things that are just too toxic, or it gets you a lot of attention. You get a lot of spell work, witchcraft, voodoo, black magic thrown your way. I don't know. You guys are just seeing things from all angles. And then there's also a 3 of Swords from the past that you thought you had completely healed from, and something is popping back up. This could have to do with a third-party situation, an affair, an emotional affair. There's something being triggered. So you're trying really hard not to be triggered right now, but you have been on an emotional roller coaster, and you are putting a lot of distance between yourself and whatever is toxic. I'm hearing these boots are made for walking. Whatever is making you feel like a racehorse. We have the rat. The rat doesn't want you to be the peacock. The rat sure as hell doesn't want you to be the eagle swooping down. And some people you're not even going to give a warning to. Thank you, Burden. You carried me through so much I could never sum it up. Thank you for just being here and timely, flawless guidance and support. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Empress. So you guys are starting to see certain things are going down. And just as you are being given signs in different ways, you will receive signs in different ways. So there is emotional support that you guys are going to be getting in different ways. And that is through your spirit team. That is through maybe a best friend. Maybe the people, I'm getting that there's like woes that you're going through. Whatever these woes are, that people that you thought were going to be ride or die for you are not ride or die, or they're confused, or they're not listening. You guys are speaking up, and your words are daggers right now. Your words break bones. There are a lot of people deep down concerned, and that's why they're throwing haymakers at you and different weird things. They're throwing these things at you because if you want to walk, you can walk. If you want to be independent, you can be independent. And maybe before you weren't able to do certain things, you didn't have enough discipline. You didn't have enough vigor. You didn't have enough strength. There is some type of built up resentment that you guys are going to be really looking at. And the reason why you're going to be looking at this is because you're going through something or you're mending something. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. Whatever is concerning you, the teapot is like about to blow the lid. It's about to go down. You feel like you're being ditched. You feel like something is one-sided. There could be something that you constantly swept under the rug and you're like, I can't sweep that under the rug anymore. That bothers me. And maybe if you guys were dealing with health issues or health concerns or issues with family, children, your job, finances, and as you're going through these hard times, you're like really noticing where you have the resentment, where you have stored resentment. Does that make sense? And some people are going to think that you're crazy to walk away from certain situations, and you need to just trust yourself. Trust you, yourself, and you, that you are attracting people that will make you a top priority. You guys are starting to see where people do a lot of this, and it's not followed by certain things, or you are held to a different standard. You guys could still have a couple narcissists in your life, whether it's somebody that you're dating or somebody that you love. Thank you, Laura, for your donation. And you are becoming the spiritual baddie, the spiritual pioneer. You are, in fact, a spiritual pioneer. But I'm seeing somebody's like breaking down, having a mental breakdown, breaking down in tears, not feeling lucky. You're not like, even though you could have a lot to look forward to, you are seeing where there is a pocket of stored resentment. Like, no, that is going to take everything in my power to not hit that switch, to not hit that red button, to not let that ignite. You feel like your anger is on deck, like you're next up to bat. You guys could play baseball, you guys could play softball, but you feel like that's a key component in something that you have to deal with. You feel like there are certain things in your life that are going well, but there's these things over here that are very important to you that are going awry. And whatever those things are, you are about to surprise a lot of people. Please understand, it is not easy being you. And that could be where you don't feel appreciated. You guys could not be feeling appreciated with everything that you do. And that's why I'm going to gas you guys up today with your strong relationships that you're calling in, the structure that you've built, the things that you've taught yourself. A lot of you guys are self-taught. A lot of you guys are self-taught in your creative endeavors, in your spiritual practices. And I don't know, I'm getting that you guys could be dealing with a snitch or a rat or a tattletale, somebody that's trying to get you in trouble for something, or somebody that would gladly throw you under the bus. Somebody here could be pregnant or starting something. Let's say you're starting a new job, or you find out that you're pregnant, or that you find out that you have a health issue. And then your family starts attacking you, your lover starts attacking you, and your best friend's a whole piece of crap. Do you get what I'm saying? You are seeing where certain people, like, you're getting out the scissors, the big boy scissors, the big girl scissors. You're like, I still have stored resentment that they never listened to me when I told them I was starting this, or that they never listened to me when I told them that I was going to do this. It's like milestones in your life that are very important, that you can't rewind the hand of time. And you are really seeing who means what they say and who is full of it. Again, it is not easy being you. There are a lot of people that talk and preach on you, preach at you, and then attack you for what you do. And I feel like these are the people that you're about to break up with, or your family. Could be your job, or all three. So you guys let me know in the comments if you are able to participate. Is it family? Is it a lover? Or is it your job? Or you can say all three. Because I'm feeling it so strongly. You're like, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but I just feel so let down or angry or upset. there's just a bunch of background noise, and God is saying, what is for you cannot pass you. What is for you will not pass you, even if we have to take the long way. So I'm going to read some of your guys' replies. Jazz says all three. Topaz says family. Michael says blood relatives. Quinn says, hold on, family, sister, and mother. Simmons, hi Simmons, says my job. And all three for Autumn. All three for land. Family again for Lavish. Family for Chelsea. Yeah, and I was getting with family specifically. Some of you guys that have not gone zero contact with this family, you are figuring out a game plan to exit. And they are about to be like knocked on their behind. Let me give you guys an example. If, say you've had a friend, or even me as an example, like let's say that you've listened to enough of my content where you know that I cut all my family off and I was like, toodles, because they tried to wreak havoc on my life, my sobriety, my marriage, my wedding, and all of these things. So after that, between me and God, I said, I tried, right? Because I have no more F's to give them. None. None. And I know God had my back because my life started to shift after that. So let's say you guys have a friend that has gone zero contact with their family, so you know that you're capable of doing this. You're like, they did it. I know I can. And so you're getting the ball rolling and starting to see that because of these major milestones or hiccups that you have going on in your life, whether it's a baby, a health scare, you're like, these are not the mother effers I want around when this stuff goes down. When this pregnancy goes down, I don't want to be dealing with that job. I don't want my mom in the room. I don't want my sister pretending to throw a baby shower, not throwing a baby shower. Whoever you guys are dealing with that are dusty or opportunist or always nagging or trying to control the optics of, you could have a controlling mom or a controlling dad, and they're always trying to control the optics of this perfect persona or this perfect happy family. And whatever you are preparing for, whether it's a wedding, like some of you guys are getting married, some of you guys are thinking about proposing to someone, whatever those things are, you are starting to see that I don't want these people around. I don't want to be dealing with that job. I don't want to be dealing with that family member. I don't want to be dealing with that lover when I go through this. When I go through this scare or I go through this milestone. And you guys can drop in the comments whether is it a scare, hi blurred girl, or is it hi lucky, or is it a milestone? And then you guys can say both, because I'm really interested to see like what is going on with you guys. I'm already getting family, lovers, and work that is interfering with happy things, and that could also show you who wants to bully you and who wants to spiritually attack you. But are you going through a health scare or a life scare or a milestone or both? Because right now you're looking for a sign. You'll take any sign. And I am here. I got my cape on, my imaginary cape, and I'm here to save the day because you guys are not alone. You guys are not alone. Your quantum leap has not been easy. Spiritual maturity, emotional maturity has not been easy. Sobriety, walking away from people, that has not been easy. You are a spiritual cutthroat. Ooh, I like that. I don't have anywhere to write it down. You guys are a spiritual, hold on. I like that. Spiritual cutthroat. Okay, and then I'm going to read what you guys put. Okay, we have Amanda. Thank you for being a member. We have both. 777, both. Voice of Reason, milestone. Let's see. Milestone. Oh, lavish. I hope not either. I hope not either. I hope that I wish you wellness and health and just hopefully a lot of rest and getting to enjoy life. But I try not to. Yes, Danielle, I'm a spiritual cutthroat. Savage. You feel me? But you guys are seeing, dang, I'm really trying. I really want to get this up out of the mud, but wherever you're battling and whoever you're fighting with, wherever you feel like things are going wrong, you are getting nudges of things that you need to do. So another example is right before I got married, I had a feeling that they weren't going to be my family after this wedding. I was like, I just have a feeling. Like, and that was my intuition telling me, hey, you're going to get through this. It might not be roses. It might not even be peaches. It might be a whole freaking mess, but they are not going to be your family after this. When it's a calm nudge like that, it's definitely your intuition. So pay attention to that because that will kind of tell you, are you getting a nudge to walk away from a family member, to walk away from a family, having to cut off siblings, having to cut off parents, having to cut people off as grandparents to your children, having to cut off contact with whoever it is. Yeah, some people might judge you, but are you getting a nudge to do that? If you're getting a nudge, you're definitely, probably, most likely going to be doing that. You feel me? Hold on, guys. Voice of reason, I would have usually snapped. Yes, I always tell you guys it's lonely at the top. Look, spellbound. You are the generational curse breaker, so it's not this easy thing for you to do. Some of you guys have fought through cancer. I didn't want to fear monger anybody that, I wouldn't wish cancer on anyone. But some of you guys are losing loved ones. You're going through major health scares, or you have major milestones coming up and you're like, I really don't, they created all these other problems. I kind of don't want them around. You are seeing what will have you spellbound, or you are seeing who is sending you dark energy because they would love this. They would love if you were hot mess and crying. They love that. Love to see it. And certain things are about to go down because you've had it. You've had it up to here. You are trying not to be the bear that is being poked. But if you are getting this feeling like, that's just not going to work out anymore, you can kind of let go of the concern. Because, not to say like don't be worried about like what they might do, because they might do some things, but at the same time, if you get a nudge like that, it kind of tells me that you're protected in that way. And even though it's not going to feel the greatest, you're going to be supported through that. You're going to be genuinely supported through that, angelically supported through that. So you guys are trying not to concentrate on things that are bad. And people have to respect you word for word, even if they say the opposite, because you're the realist. Again, it's not easy being you. It's not easy being a savage, a spiritual cutthroat, a spiritual warrior, going through all types of Three of Swords. And I don't know, sometimes the way that people communicate with you is very mean. As you're trying to be on a better path, the way that they communicate with you is very mean. Or they're the victim, and then they're confused. There are some people that definitely don't like when you have the spotlight. Okay? There are people that are getting upset that you're going to have the spotlight. Let's say your person just proposed to you. And you got a toxic, family. Mark my words. You already know. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, you guys going to take engagement photos? Oh my gosh, are you going to have a cake? Oh my gosh, what kind of dress are you going to get? You could be playing some of these things in your head like, yeah, I definitely don't want to be dealing with that. You are marking your own words, marking your own sanctuary, marking your own territory. It's about to go down. It is about to go down. How you express yourself and the impression that you give off says, I'm done giving a you-know-what. I'm done. I'm done caring. I'm done fighting. I'm done getting into arguments. I'm done with this conflict. I will broadcast my opinion, and you are getting your plan together of how you're going to handle some people. And then for others where you know that it's just a transit, it's drama, it's not going to last long, it's a hot, cold situation, you're just probably going to pray. And you'll know that if it's like really serious or not, because you'll be getting that your intuition is telling you, no, it's time to go. We gotta stage a plan. We gotta stage an exit. What are we doing here? And yeah, this could be happening with lovers and friends. I cut off friends after my wedding. Same. You are getting ready to aim and fire because you are the catalyst for change. Swirl, thank you for your donation as well. All of this healing and reflecting that you've had to do, some of you guys haven't even noticed that your money's been changing. So you're dealing with this and that, and then you look over here and you're like, oh, when did that get better? When did that situation figure itself out? The good thing is there are other things that you're not so worried about, but you are definitely suspicious because you guys are intimidating people right now. I can't express that enough. Okay, so people are going to be doing some weird things. Weird. Saying some weird things, acting sus, hidden agenda. Because some people feel like you have the upper hand right now. But they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you, oh, because you don't need this job, you kind of have the upper hand. You are liberated in certain ways that people can't even fathom. It is not easy being you. Okay? It is not easy being you when you've had to walk away from family, walk away from jobs, and people are like, are they crazy? Bitch, I might be. You are about to make your own empire. And you are figuring out who is going to build this with you. You are figuring out who is going to be building this with you. Somebody's been playing a lot of games with you. You have resentment over the games that people have been playing. So maybe you've been downplaying, like, oh, it doesn't bother me. Something's going on in the ethers this week because that is going to give you the freaking ick this week. It's going to bother you. You're going to be like, you know what? Those games that they be playing, I don't like that crap. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to say something because some of the ways that people have been talking to you, and these are people that you see often or that are close to you, their words are reckless. And then you're held to a different standard. So they can say whatever the heck, but if you say that, it's like you're the worst person ever. You guys are going to be putting certain people in their place, even if they are not the worst person ever. So you could be dealing with the worst person, or they could not be the worst person ever, and they still got to get put where they go. Because why are you always supposed to get humbled and always supposed to be knocked down a peg or five? Always be publicly embarrassed, always be the one in the wrong. And that's how you know who you're dealing with. Who is always right. You don't care about being right. You care about things being fair. The people that you're dealing with, they care about who's right. They care about, well, I'm always right and you're wrong. I'm smart and you're dumb. And you're like, I don't care about that. Whoever's been playing games, especially the Three of Swords type of games, or the Eight of Swords, or the Seven of Swords. I literally have all three of those here. With the Page of Cups. Riddle me what. Somebody here is dealing with a sneaky mother effer that thinks they're getting one over on you, but they wear their design on their sleeve. They wear their agenda on their sleeve. So maybe you haven't been making time to put some people in their place. You're going to be doing that. You're going to be doing that. I canceled a holiday invite and the world ended, Darcy. Yeah, some of you guys are going to be turning down invitations. This is going to set off some wheels. This is going to get some people like stewing, because we also have the teapot. You have certain things on lock. You have your microphone. The pawn, only you are going to be the one moving this pawn, but everyone's got something to say. Oh my gosh, Cindy Lou is not going to come to this holiday party. What are we going to do? You're going to build a bridge and get over it. That's what you're going to do. You're going to build a bridge and get over it. Because you're going to be denying access. You're going to be canceling plans. You're going to be rebuking invitations. People are going to be hitting up your phone. So I saw that you didn't want to come to my party. What's going on? You might turn your phone off. You might turn your phone off. Tony, I don't do parties. New number, who dis? I don't do parties. So yeah, you guys are no longer, you know, when you have to like argue with somebody you don't like arguing with, and you know that they will just beat you with the stupidity, and you're like, I can't. I'm literally gonna get dragged to filth trying to prove a point that you can't prove to this type of person. That you cannot prove to this type of person. You guys could be the type of person that when you're going through some things, your phones are off, phone is off, devices are off. People can't find you, and those that care about you and those that love you and appreciate you know that something's wrong. And you really don't feel like faking the funk with people right now either. You don't feel like being fake in any way. And I don't mean that like you're fake. You don't feel like being super cordial or like playing all the little niceties. You don't feel like freaking doing that right now because you got some real ish going on. So you don't feel like going to work and playing nice. Let's be so for real. You're tired. You don't feel like a holiday party and being like, you don't feel like doing that. You don't feel like fighting with Johnny one more time today. You don't freaking feel like it. You're so over it. Because you know that if you deal with them or you are too nice, that you're going to have a breakdown. Like you already be knowing. Bestie, you guys already be knowing. I can't. Spiritually exhausted. Michael says milestone. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, some of the people that really know you, they know that by you being really quiet at work, or you being, it's like you're really trying to fly under the radar right now, and you're really not trying to give people access because you're trying to sort out what you got going on. You're like, I'm not trying to explain it. For what? Explain it for what? Turn down for what? To who? So whoever's been playing games with you guys. Ooh, blocked. No contact. Whoever you guys have been dealing with, some of them you're going to be blocking. You will get the nudge of who. You are seeing what is not being a good influence and who is going to shift or change. And if you're not getting a nudge on certain people that you might even be butting heads with, it's because there's about to be a shift. There's about to be a change. You could be going through something. They could be going through something. And it's just not meshing well right now. But you will know who you really do not want to be bothered with. Bliggity blocked. Yes, you will know who you do not really want to be bothered with. I mean, people are going to be trying to call you like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you have a new chapter coming in. All right, besties. Those of you that have been having hardships in love, but you're not getting the feeling to leave or walk away. Okay. It's not like a super toxic relationship, or it's just you guys might be on the outs right now. You guys are going to be rebuilding this from the feet up and starting a new chapter, falling in love all over again and picking up where you left off on a better note. Okay, on a better note. Because the people that are meant to be in your life, they will shift, they will evolve. Even if they really don't want to, or even if they're slow to do that, they will do that. But it's all of the other people, oh my gosh, yes, that are and think, they think they're the plot. They live in a fantasy world. They love Delulu for real. They thrive there. Their plans are not realistic. And they always be saying things to you, and they live in Candyland. Candy Fantasyland. They're like, oh, well, if I was going to have a wedding, it would be so perfect. And yours is going to be like so not perfect. It's like that. And you're like, but you don't even have a person yet. So why don't you just start there and pipe down? How about that? How about that? Hi, Andrew. Whoa. Oh, Madone. Okay, you guys could be in disbelief that somebody is trying to record you. That's what fell on the ground. So you guys have some spies. This could be in your workplace. You guys are going to be maybe in disbelief that, like, are they really listening to my conversations? Are they really trying to watch me at work? They are watching you. You want to know why? Because you give them nothing. You give them nothing. You give them nothing. So this could definitely be, yeah, Sorrel, you don't even have a person yet. So why don't you just like pipe down like your perfect wedding? You need to get a person first, okay? You need to get a person. Riddle me what? But yeah, some of you guys at your job, there are bosses watching you on a camera. Or this could be the property that you're on. There are cameras involved. It could be somebody just stalking, or it could be a boss, but there are people that you don't F with right now that are trying to find out things about you. Whether it's through a third person, like, hey, have you seen so-and-so? You haven't seen the collective? Well, what are they up to? What are they doing? What have they been talking about? Like, people want to know. Because you are, again, flying even lower under the radar than normal. So people that, like, are smart enough, they're like, something's going on with them, but they ain't going to tell me shit. You sure ain't. You sure ain't going to tell them anything. You're not going to tell them anything. Hold on. Okay, we have wishing, we have rude awakening, and numbing the pain. For those of you that have been in your sobriety, or you've been trying to change your lifestyle, whatever you've been changing, you're maybe starting to see who you don't want around you anymore, or who's been a bad influence. Okay, so they could be doing any of these things, and you're like, I kind of want to do that occasionally. I don't want to be doing that all the time. Whatever it is, because I'm not judging. You're just seeing, I don't want to numb the pain anymore. It's too easy. It's too easy. And it's not easy being you. So people are about to make a very surprising discovery about how you're about to be maneuvering. You stopped smoking for a while. Good for you. Everybody's different, but like whatever your new core values are, you're kind of seeing like I'm not just going to be a bystander. I know what is good for me and what's not good for me. Like in my sobriety, it's not good for me to be around my family. Like they drive me to want to do all kinds of bad things. Not saying that like it's their fault, but they're not going to help the situation. They're not going to help the situation, and you guys know what I mean. But you know, when we're around like bad people, they got us all unhinged. They know how to press our buttons because they've been with us our whole life. Yep, look, fourth house, your family. The people you grew up with, confirmation. The people that you grew up with, they constantly want you to be unhinged. So they're poking, prying, spying, like what's going on? And you are about to get real close and you're going to snatch the janky binoculars that they're holding. And you're going to smash them with your little boot. Right there. Your little boot. Okay? You're changing what your sense of security means to you. You are changing who your family is, your siblings, your parents. You're getting a whole new fam. You're creating a whole new fam. You're like, this is my chosen family. And they could be laughing, but guess what? We don't care. We don't care. You are redefining your ancestry, your heritage, your roots, your housing, and your comfort. You are picking things that you want for your life from your past, from your roots, from your heritage. You're learning things about your ancestry. You're going through major changes in your first house and in your fourth house. And I'm sure you guys have been feeling that the last month with, you guys could be dealing with an air sign or an earth sign. Let me know in the comments. But you guys have been going through this major shift and it feels like you're wishing on a star, but things are moving forward. It feels like sometimes you got to be in delusional land, but you are moving forward. You are trying not to bump heads with people. You really are trying to not be a burden to others or not be effing with the wrong people. But it's also showing you like, well, dang, why do I always got to carry this by myself? You're seeing where you have to carry the load by yourself. You are seeing where things that you do and you partake in and you invest in where people just don't appreciate it. They don't even acknowledge it. This is really going to bother you right now, bestie. This is really going to bother you right now. And you're about to have some people concerned, but oh well. Oh well. You've tried to have loving thoughts about them. You've tried to be kind. You've tried to make kind gestures. You've tried being generous. You've tried all of the above. And those things aren't working for certain people. And the certain people that they're not working for, you're taking a step back from. So you're declining invitations. I don't know. As some of you guys from day to day, you could feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you do not put your foot down in certain instances and just go choose you, choosing you is the new sexy. If you don't immediately give them the finger and go do something for you, because that's what they're going to be doing, like go do that for you. Go to the gym, go for a walk, go buy a dog. Okay, you don't have to go buy a dog, but go do something for you. If you don't go do something for you through all of that they be throwing your way day after day on this roller coaster you've been on, you're going to be mad. Bestie, you're going to be mad. You're going to be like, you know what? They were talking to me crazy. I should have left. I should have went and did this. I should have went and bought that. I should have went and did this. Whatever it was, just go do it and watch yesterday's message. Choosing you is the new sexy. Okay, your discipline is intimidating. But half of it could be because you're mad. Okay, let's say you guys are working out. If you are busy here with whoever's toxic, hold on. If you guys are busy here doing this, you're going to feel like this. If you don't stand and say, you know what, pause. Oh, you doing all of this? You're going to need to pause because I got to go. I got to go right now. You're like, where are you going? For a run. If you don't go do something for you, you might punch somebody. Remember, you guys are my hotheads in recovery. My people pleasers in recovery. We are retired from doing this stuff for certain people. And as that is the case, you are no longer making them your occupation. So if you don't go do something for yourself, bestie, you won't be as mad. Trust and believe. And it could be hard at first. You could be like, I'm mad that I'm going to do something for myself. I should just go finish this argument or this conversation, or I should keep going back and forth with them. You will feel better doing the opposite, because this is how you'll feel. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, why did I sit here and waste all of that time? I could have went running. I could have felt way better. I could have gone for a drive, could have felt way better. Whatever it is, choose you right now, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot taking over your mind. You guys are facing and working through spiritual attacks, especially with your family members. They don't want you being the generational curse breaker. They always want you in the Three of Swords. They're always trying to pop up on you, and they're trying to make that your occupation. They want to make you sick, mad, and crazy. Okay, they want to make you sick, mad, and crazy. Yeah, I got that. Tunnel vision, Andrew. You guys are seeing who has tunnel vision on you to poke and pry and mess around and to cause confusion. And your vision, your line of vision, is the light at the end of the tunnel. Moving towards the light at the end of the tunnel. Going through this rebirth. You are feeling heart-centered right now. It might be making you uncomfortable. Like, dang, why am I feeling so emotional? And that's why doing things for yourself could feel really good, because it can help ground you. Going out and, hugging a tree could even make you feel better. Say you're really upset right now. You're so over these people. You're going to go hug this tree and just squeeze it. And you're going to give all that negative energy to the tree. Or you're going to go walk barefoot in the grass. Or you're going to go stargazing. Or you're going to go have a picnic. Whatever it is that you guys want to do. Wow. You are a militant person when you want to be, and that is what's shifting. And this is concerning everybody around you, because before they could steal your time. Before they knew where you would be, they're like, oh, collective will always be right here. Street bikes all over the place right now in the background. They always assumed like they'll be right here. Yep, they will. And you're over here. You're over here. You moving around is going to be what's best for you guys. Because these people are going to steal your joy. They're going to drain it, zap it, poke it, deflate it. If you are around it long enough. Whatever heartache or scare or milestone that is taking place, it's overwhelming you in some way, because there's some negativity that you're trying to work through. And if it's tied to other people, go do something for you. Self-care, self-love, whatever you're doing on your new journey, because it's definitely going to help you expand. I've been telling you guys that over and over and over again. Like, it's going to help you feel better. Let's say you just started working out again and your roommates are making you crazy, or your family's making you crazy, or the people at your 9 to 5 are making you crazy. Say after that job, say after you clock out, instead of going to happy hour with these crazies, with these psychos, you have your gym bag and you're going to go run it off on the treadmill. You're not only going to feel better, like you just hit a punching bag, but you're going to feel more confident. Even if you only go for 30 minutes. You are shifting and you are becoming militant in the fact that now the ride has changed. Everybody that had me on the hamster wheel of take my time, take me for granted, take my energy, that ride is over. The hamster wheel of dog You guys already know. Now we're on the Eiffel Tower. You feel me? Right there. And they ain't tall enough to ride this ride. They're not. Sometimes we got to remind them that we are the spiritual cutthroat and we've been playing it real nice. We've been playing it real cute. Maybe they bumped their head. Maybe they got amnesia. Maybe they forgot. You're going to remind them while you're walking out the door. Yep, privilege. They're going to be saying things to you. Oh my gosh, you're so spoiled. You're so ungrateful. You just don't know how good you have it. No. You don't know how good you have it. You don't, and you're not even going to say this to them. You're just going to be thinking it as you're walking away. They don't know how good they have it. Let me remind them. But yeah, everyone's going to be, you're thinking of the toil and the labor and all you give, and they're like, oh my gosh, you just take everything for granted. Deep breaths, bestie. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Because the breadcrumbing is not going to work. Where you used to like laugh it off, it's not in you right now. It is not in you right now to laugh it off. Because whatever you're going through, you're like, this is serious to me. Why is everybody laughing? Why am I Mother Teresa anytime somebody needs me? But when I really need them, it's jokes and, oh, you're fine. You're spoiled. You're good. You ain't putting up with that. You ain't putting up with that, because these crumbs might as well be theft to you. Okay, these crumbs might as well be theft to you. It might as well be toil and labor. You might as well be dealing with the whole freaking child. No. What you have and what you offer is a gift. And people need to meet you where you're at. Because you're getting real sick and tired. You are not going to play the villain for whoever wants you to. Like, it will fit their narrative for you to be the villain and for you to be the bad guy and for you to always have the blame. You're not accepting it. You're not accepting it. You guys want love. And this is what you're trying to work on. But it hasn't been easy. Because you're having to show yourself love first. And some people don't want to wait. Or some people don't like it. They're like, oh no, that's way too much. You're putting way too much in your cup. Give a little bit of that to me. What? No. Villain era in effect. I feel that. You guys might be staying in a little bit more, but I want you to also work on, as your frequency is shifting, you getting out of the house, whether it's taking a walk, taking a drive, getting some sunshine, redecorating, going to get new decorations, whatever it is that you guys are doing. I'm seeing there's a big shift in your home. Now that could be you cutting people out, or it could be you redecorating. But I'm definitely seeing you throw some things to the curb that you're really over and done with. Okay? So yeah, there's a lot of people that want access to you right now, and they think that you're privileged. They think that you're spoiled. They think that you're a snot. And you don't care. Because you know that's not what it is. You're going to stand up for yourself by walking away. You're going to stand up for yourself by kicking people to the curb. Declining their invitations. Not being their scapegoat and not accepting their crumbs. You deserve sugar, not salt. And they think that you don't know how to differentiate the two. They would love that if you really didn't know. So you're going to practice self-love. You are going to practice self-love. And this is another reason why these people are trying to disturb your peace, especially if they live with you guys. This has not been easy for you if they live with you. This is their favorite thing to do. Their favorite thing to do is destroy your peace. Really pay attention to that. Say, giving yourself a pedicure and they're like coming to poke you. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? anything that you're doing for self-care, anything that you're doing for you, they're going to look at you sideways, because what is that going to do? It's going to build your confidence. It's you taking care of you. It's you choosing you, making yourself a priority. They're going to try to make you feel uncomfortable or dumb while you're doing that. Like, oh, you're meditating? Let me ruin that for you. Yeah. Okay. Let me interrupt your phone call. Let me interrupt your workout. Oh, you're taking a bubble bath? Let me interrupt that. If you guys are dealing with people trying to interrupt your fourth house, trying to interrupt your self-care, I want you guys to drop a bubble bath down below. If you guys have people that are trying to disrupt this, you're like, I'm just trying to get a whole new thing going. My divine feminine energy, my divine masculine energy, I'm just trying to feel better for me. I'm choosing me. And people are like, oh my gosh, collective, why are you doing that? You look so dumb. Like, you're taking a bubble bath right now. It's pretty stupid. Oh my gosh, you're meditating? What for? Like, I can't. Thank you, Verdon. Thank you, M. Thank you, Jazz. Sun's in the tub. Like, that's so rude. Like, so rude. You took a bath yesterday. Strategy. This is another reason why you're mad right now. You are trying to do for you. You don't want to have to strategize when you go do things. Like, you don't want to strategize your time to meditate. You don't want to strategize when you can do certain things, and you're really starting to see where you do not want to juggle. You don't want to do the balancing act. You don't want to walk on eggshells. You don't want to keep sharing and giving and overexerting. You're over it. You're freaking over it. And that's why your guys' first card out was it's about to go down. Grab your popcorn. There's a lot of bathtubs. Oh my gosh, you guys. Big confirmations. You guys, thank you for the confirmations. Mark my words. You have become more strategic, but you don't want to have to. You don't want to have to be that. You're like, I don't have to keep juggling and just want to do my thing and be left alone. I just want to breathe and everybody acts right. Yes, White Buffalo. Yes, he used to do all of that. I left a big house, money, etc. for my peace. And that's another thing. People, you guys, look what just came out. Home. People think they won't downsize. They'll stay with me. They won't go to something smaller. They won't leave me. They'll let me keep doing this. We've all been there where we're projecting on someone because we're like, not liking the way that we're feeling that day. But we've evolved a lot since then. And even when we do that, we recognize it very quickly. Like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I was being a jerk. I'm sorry. You know when somebody catches you in a bad moment and you're just like, ah, and you're like, oh, well, let me not do that. Well, people have been doing that to you and you're over it. As soon as you're in your groove and they think that you won't downsize, for what? As soon as you downsize and walk away, you will be living good because your peace is priceless. Your peace is priceless. Maybe you guys have been with these family members or loved ones or roommates or lover for a long time and they think, they're not going to go get new roommates. They're not just going to leave. Why would they do that? Where are they going to go? You're about to surprise some people. You're about to surprise some people with where you're going and what you're doing. Because you are wanting to invest in your home. You're wanting to invest in your home for a business. Or you're wanting to invest in your home as your sanctuary. And every time you're being effed with, you feel like you're going the wrong way because some of these people, you are trying to refuse giving them joy in them poking while you're trying to take care of yourself. So there's justice coming in. Every time you just ignore them, which can be really hard to do when that's in your home. When you're living with toxic family members, when you're living with a toxic ex or a toxic person you're with, justice is coming in because you really are praying and trying not to be the spiritual cutthroat. You're really trying to just keep it real cute. Yeah, praying for justice. Wow, just had to leave because X called and I was watching. LOL. Windfall. Not only do you have justice coming in, because the divine knows your heart, God knows your heart. Not only do you have justice coming in, okay, you've already tried the strategy. You're trying to keep the peace in the home. You're seeing where you cannot take on anymore. And that's, you guys are already at your tipping point of not being able to take on so much. And that's why you're doing the self-care. So anybody coming in to like wreak havoc on that, you have no F's to give. Your money is shifting. All while this is taking place. All while this is taking place. And things are about to be happening faster. Or you're about to be rescued. Some of you guys that have been in these situations longer than you'd like to, or feel like it's been really hard to just leave, you are about to be rescued. I got that specifically. That you are about to be rescued. Because, and also this person could try to manage your voice or your money. These parents, these family members, this lover, they could try to manage your voice or your money. Like, oh, you can't say that. Not at my house. Oh, you have to pay me this much because it's my house. You're about to be rescued. Bestie. Look, angelic help on the way. Your angels are blessing you with new opportunities. Your angels are assisting you. Know that you are provided for. Wow. Okay, let's get you guys one more. Whoa. Anything else for the collective? Keep exploring. Level up your expectations and don't settle for what you already know. That's like when you're trying to stop eating, like say you don't want to eat McDonald's anymore. You're like, I already know what that tastes like. I already know what that's like. Why do I want to go back to Johnny? Why do I want to go back to Bobby or Veronica? I already know what that's like. I already know. You're going to explore new options and see how you can improve your life. This is why those self-care moments are so important. The meditation and you taking time for yourself, because that's when you're going to be thinking about that. That's when you're going to get those downloads of this is how you leave. This is where you're going. This is how you start. Level up your expectations and don't settle for what you already know. You're like, been there, done that. I already know. Can't thrive here. Yes, the only way is up. Renew the heart. A relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. Reconnect with the one you love and recall what first brought you guys together. So again, I'm going to say this one last time. There are some of you where you're getting the nudge and you know, okay, I'm being nudged to get rid of these people. Then there's others of you that there's a lot of spell work and icky. I don't want to say icky. You guys got a lot of haters that are throwing everything at your healthy relationship. And so you guys could be butting heads, but you're not getting that nudge to leave that person. They're just getting on your nerves and you're getting on theirs. You're going to go through a renewal in that relationship and remember, like, okay, let me ask God for help. Let me ask my angels for help. A relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. Reconnect with the one that you love and recall what first brought you guys together, because the devil is trying to tear it apart. If you are with the one, or your soulmate, or your twin flame, or your divine counterpart, the devil already brought you a bunch of karmics, and you washed your hands of that. So if you are with your person, the devil's going to try to tear that apart and make you see them differently every day. And he's always recruiting some new dummies to do the bidding. Money is your new boo. I love that. Hi, Gregory. Yes, Ryan, evil spell work is icky. So another thing that's going to be happening is, as you guys are figuring out how to get up this mountain, those people that have been casting spells and sending witchcraft and paying practitioners and getting readings on you, they're going to be frozen. For each and every one of you, that's going to mean something different, but they're going to be frozen. Either their words are going to be frozen, their words, their spells, their money, their finances, because they try to stop you from improving your situation. They're going to be iced out. Iced out. Dang. Angels have been working with you during this time by giving you important messages to help you with your situation. I told you guys, are you getting the nudge? Is it for family, lovers, work? Which one is it? Angels have been working with you in your dreams to help you not have as many nightmares, to have you not attacked in the dream state, or to help you remember your dreams so you can interpret them differently. But they have been working with you during dream time by giving you important messages to help you with your situation. I told you guys. I told you. You guys could definitely be online too, and that's why you're getting so much attention. Because in either, however you look at it, whether you're online or not, you're taking initiative. It's not easy being you. It's not easy having unpopular opinion. It's not easy being hid in plain sight. It's not easy broadcasting your core beliefs. It's not easy broadcasting your messages. It's not easy telling a whole family to F off and telling them where to go. It's not easy being you. You're the realist, word for word. Word for word. You are also, one of your, I wanted to get an advice message for you guys. Overcome the fear of taking a risk, and your bravery will be met with the reward. Let your intuition guide the way. So there's something that you've been wanting to do for you, whether it's look at a house or look at a car or go on a trip. There's something that you've been wanting to do for you, but you're like, I don't know. Let your intuition guide you. There's a couple things that you could do for yourself. Your bravery will be met with reward, because there are big things that you guys deserve for yourself. I'm getting a home, a child, a message that you've been waiting on, a response that you've been waiting on, especially those of you that are dealing with court issues right now or legal issues. But these people, they cannot steal your voice. They cannot freeze your voice. And remember that a lot of people are going to be telling on themselves this week. Okay, a lot of people that have issues with you, they're going to be telling on themselves, and they just won't be able to help them. You're going to be shining bright this week despite you not feeling the greatest, not feeling the best. And there's going to be a couple people that are really going to stand out and show you, oh, I hate you, by the way. And that's how you're going to know how to block, how to maneuver. It's important when these haters tell on themselves so we can protect ourselves, okay? Because they're going to tell us who they are. They're going to say, hey, I'm fake nasty. I'm nice nasty. I'm telling myself right now. I really don't F's with you. That's how you're going to know. That is how you're going to know. Expect a windfall. Expect your home dynamic to change, to shift. And you're going to be getting a lot of signs from the universe while you decline people reaching out to you. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, let's link up. No. Oh my gosh, I just want to know. No. They're going to be met with that that the number you were trying to reach is no longer valid. The number you were trying to reach is no longer in service. Riddle me what? Riddle me what? So whoever's been trying to steal your peace and trying to bump heads with you constantly, they can... You guys drop your bubble baths down below if you are refusing to let your peace be disrupted. Drop your microphones down below if you know that it's not easy being you. You have just made it through some dusties, some opportunists, some F-boys, the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. You guys have dealt with a lot. And now it's going to get sorted for you. These legal issues getting sorted. Your 4th house is shifting. Your 1st house is shifting. And you're working on whatever makes you feel more grounded, more childlike. Thank you guys for participating. I appreciate you. Oh, and then the initials I got for you are G and M. Now, this could be a grandmother, or this could be their first, middle, or last initial. So let me know in the comments. You guys are going to have a lot of people mesmerized because whatever you've been hiding under the surface, people haven't seen nothing yet. And there's going to be a day of reckoning. Okay? There's going to be a day of reckoning. You guys have some major justice coming in where you are going to feel extremely vindicated. Does that make sense? There are things that you were trying to warn people about, or your intuition was telling you that something was off or something was wrong, and maybe people were like, yeah, whatever. You're about to be really vindicated. Now, you might have to wait a little bit. 7 to 21 days, I'm getting, but you are going to be majorly vindicated because you were spot on, and some people really didn't help you ease through certain situations or certain scares or certain milestones. So you're just really trying not to waste too many tears on the wrong people because you know what you know. That is what you're mastering. You're mastering your discipline. You're mastering your training. Not letting other people control you. Not letting them breadcrumb you. But yeah. You also want to let go of a bad habit. Yeah, bad habits are hard to break. Bad habits are hard to break sometimes. But again, you guys are going to be vindicated for the growth, for the journey, for trying. And whatever people have been doubting you in, where you were like, you know, I really feel like this is what's going on. There are certain predictions that you made that people did not take seriously. There are certain things where people weren't heeding what you said. It's no tale. It was fact. And just be prepared for that. Okay, there's going to be a vindication coming. It's not the main focus of your message because it's further out, but you're still working on these things because you're taking it as gospel. You're taking it as prophetic. And you're moving accordingly, even though everybody around you is not. Okay? This is like you saying, I'm pregnant, so I'm going to chill. I haven't taken a test, but I just know. So I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to party. And people are like, oh my gosh, you're not pregnant. It's like that. Or I really think Johnny's been cheating and we're in court going through this battle and these money issues, and I really feel like he's like partying and like doing weird things with money. Vindicated. It's that type of justice where people were not believing you And they should have. Gotta love when people doubt you. They're gonna be eating their words. They're gonna be eating their words. You feel me? All right, you guys. Whoever's been playing games with you, where's this go? You don't care. You don't care. You're showing them you don't care. They're kind of mad, but keep transforming. You guys got this. The spiritual assignment when the live stream ends is let me know what new self-care you've started and how you feel like the devil is messing with it, or different energies or disruptions that you're working through. Or you can just say in the comments what disruptions you're working through or things that you're looking forward to. I really appreciate your guys' love and support. And yeah, if you guys made it to the end of this video, I want you guys to put some type of holiday decoration down below in the comments, okay? If you guys made it all the way to the end, I want you guys to drop a holiday decoration. I really wanted to get like some holiday nails, but nail tech's on vacation right now, so gonna have to wait. But later, because normally when it's Christmas time or like winter time, I have like the clackers, but I don't. It's like they're like little guys right now. We're like medium. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where are those at? If you guys been with me a while, then you know. Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for making it all the way to the end. You guys don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, we are going to hit 95K subscribers pretty soon, and we are doing a big giveaway, big, huge, and then an even bigger giveaway for 100K subs. Thank you to all my A1 Day Ones. Thank you to everyone that's on Patreon, members only. If you guys are waiting on exclusive content, remember that you have access to an entire ad-free library as long as you are on Patreon or on members only. Now, remember, they're two separate things. And what else? I will be catching up on everybody's content, but remember that there's no schedule. You just have access to everything. Patreon has a 2-year library, and members only has a 1-year library for whichever platform you're on. Link is in the description box for Patreon if you're looking for exclusive content. Bang for your buck. The best psychic readings in town, duh. And oh, my Wi-Fi is slow. I feel like, is Mercury over yet? Is it out of the microwave? Like, it's like that one family member that like doesn't want to leave the dinner. Like, that's Mercury. Mercury's like, oh, like it's like kind of like me with like a long goodbye. I give like the longest goodbyes ever. I feel like Mercury be doing that. Like, oh, I'm trying to leave. Oh, I didn't leave yet. I'm trying to leave, but I didn't leave yet. Like, just leave. Just leave. Freaking Mercury. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Mercury's over. It went direct. So we were in like the after shadow schmatto. You feel me? Organic. It never leaves. I love you, Organic Slate. It never leaves. Never leaves. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, guys. All right. I look forward to speaking to you guys in the comments. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you, Danielle. I love you guys. Keep your heads on straight. You guys got this. I love you guys so much. I look forward to seeing what resonated with you guys in the comments. Bye, guys.